What's going on, YouTube? It's your favorite pirate here, Batista, and I'm back on Epic Broad Time. And who do we have here?
The gamer Kage, Brian Roach.
And what you do today? Sorry, what did you do today?
Top 8'd case event. We had 45 players.
Something like that. Let's go. Let's get right into it. What you play?
Purple Kaido, mono purple.
Ooh, okay. You got spicy on them with the perp. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Show me what you play. Show me the spice.
Got you. So first of all, I'm going to start with my one-ups in the deck because honestly, and they also kind of underperformed.
Want to flip them around for the camera?
Yeah, got you. So
Thank you.
Brachio Bomber, Who's Who, and Thunder Bagua.
These were your one-ups. Okay.
Yeah, one-ups.
Interesting.
So my thought process when I started playing this deck was that the mono purple thing can do like almost anything, at least in terms of utility. So there's things that are situational and then there's things that are not, which obviously would be the standard cards.
Okay.
But Thunder Bagua, I didn't actually resolve Thunder Bagua today. Didn't really work out too well for me. So I played it at one. I saw it, didn't play it. It is what it is. Who's Who? You really want to see it in life. This didn't really come up either because you might want to play a bigger bomb at that point. But everything was pretty simple at that point because like your deck deals with everything else. And then Brachio Bomber, people play it just so that they can ramp up a Don. But other than that, you'd rather see it in life, but you're not playing it enough for you to actually see it in life. And you don't want to hard play it. At this point, I would just prefer to play King.
Okay.
I think we're at the higher end, so we're gonna start. We have 4 Queen. I need 2 more super pre-release. Might get some from Batista. But standard.
She's a big butt. Definitely a big defender.
Draw
you
2
cards.
Yeah, get you there. Like
She's really good.
The amount of
Did
times,
he ever? Let me go back. I'm sorry. Did he ever use this to get rid of Basil Hawkins? I
did
saw that.
not.
That's why a lot of purple players were playing that to get rid of the Basil. Answer Basil. Answer your model. Answer a key 5.
Yeah.
Before you can get to, if you didn't get ramped, you just answer a key 5 with that.
yeah, I didn't. My opponent did play the Basil Hawkins, but I just didn't establish a board for the Basil Hawkins to actually matter. So he kept swinging into my life with it, and I just ran it over. So
Okay,
like,
fair
it didn't
enough.
really come up.
Fair enough. Let's continue.
Then we have
3 of the bad boys. Okay.
yes, sir. He comes up. I mean, I felt like playing 3 was fine because of the fact that I was playing the Brachio Bomber. So after that, it's just there was no point for me to play another card that didn't have counter power. So I didn't want to like be too cloggy in my hand, especially having this along with the Brachio Bomber. But
Makes sense.
it did perform. It did everything it needed to do. It got rid of threats whenever it needed to. Like I think I was playing against Law, and I just I couldn't allow them to actually establish a board. So like King came up a lot more, and then there was a point in time where I had the early game King while they had no board, just to swing.
Okay. Makes sense. I
And
see
then,
it
of course,
happen.
I know ratio-wise we don't agree, but I played 2 7-drop King, and the only reason I played 2 was because I don't have a third altar. I'm gonna be real with you. I was being real bougie about it.
Okay.
So like that's really
I like 3 personally. I just think the card is such a bomb in the format right now. It's so important. You have to see it. If you see it versus red, it's an equalizer. You see it versus green, it's an equalizer.
Absolutely.
So I love the 7-drop. And how can you not love the spoiler? Yes, guys,
that's
he's
a
black.
fact. My boy is black. Shout out to the Lunarians. Now, of course, we also have 3 of Big Daddy himself.
3. See, that's where we also disagree. I'm less on him than most people. I like him at 1 to 2.
I tried him at 1, and it sucks when you have to bid for him.
Yeah.
I tried him at 2, and I hated it at 2. And then 3, I'm okay with it at this point because sometimes you'll see it in life. Other times, like, you'll open it, but, like, it's felt just right to me. I'm going to play with this ratio a lot more because, obviously, like, there are instances where, like, this can be 2 different utility cards at that point. Maybe the one of will work out at that point because you want to see a late game. But then it's performed well for me today. Actually, to be fair, I think I've only resolved Kaido once today while it was in my hand. Then we have 2 of the big boys.
2 big boys, okay.
9 drop. Only because I didn't have a 3rd super pre-release again, sadly. So
Oh,
like,
you're so bougie.
I am a little bit bougie. I can't help you.
Come see me after the video. I'll tell you
I
everything
got
need.
you. But you know what he does? He definitely rush for game. He can deal with threats when you need to. And Of course, if he's a big body, since he's a 10K, and it's harder for people to get over him. So if once he's established, you're pretty good to go. But I also didn't play him too much this tournament.
Because you didn't play 3.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I swear to God, I didn't see him. So now we got to play 4.
I mean, it worked
3.
out. You still got there. Top 8, you got there.
True enough. So now we have some events, which are, I feel like I'm doing this out of order. We got Blast Breath, which is standard. I played 2 Jack. I also didn't play him. I used him as combo fodder mostly. But for the most part, if you do get to resolve Jack, it's the equivalent of, I used to play ulti. So, I mean, I think that it's better to be able to play him, establish him, since you can swing with him later, and trashing a card is much better than playing an ulti for 3. So he's pretty good. And of course, standard package, which is 4 Island. This time I'm playing 3 of the Kurozumi Higurashi, 4 Black Maria, and then standard package of 2K comics, which is X-Drake, Orochi, Sasaki, and Ulti.
Full 16. Okay. Why'd you play 4 of these and 3 of these? Is it because she has a pre-release stamp?
Yes.
She has a 1,000 less.
I understand wholeheartedly. I saw this a lot. A lot of people kept targeting my Black Marias and kept killing them over Higurashi, which I didn't really understand. But other than that, it worked out. To be fair, when I actually put the deck together, I thought I had 4 of these in there.
Fair enough. Okay, I see.
But then I see that like I had the utility cards where I cut basically one of these for a utility card, in which case I'd probably change Who's Who, which I'd probably take out of the deck and put back as the 4th Higurashi.
All right. Is that the only change you will make to the deck?
Right now, the changes that I want to make currently would be, I'd probably still keep the Bomber. I'd change Who's Who, Thunder, Bagua, and just change my ratios for like my top end. And I think that like the deck would be at optimal for mono purple until we get the structure decks.
All right. Any shout outs you want to send out today?
I'd like to shout out my community, Gamer Digital, because the Gamerverse is definitely where like I like to do my thing, anime, good stuff like that. Shout out my friends in East Blue because we've been getting it done. So like, gotta shout out Batista and his channel, and yeah, shout out to my friends, Loser Volt. Got my boy Eddie in the cut, so like got my boy
Eddie in the cut.
You seen the tat? Did y'all see the tat? Y'all can catch the tat. Can you catch it? You got the room in the shambles, and of course, just shout out this channel and definitely continue to follow and watch.
You going to Canada or Miami?
I'm going to neither of those. I'm going to Texas.
You going to Texas? Okay, I'll see you in Texas.
Definitely.
All right, guys, we signing off.